Hi guys, so here we are back in the shop again. We had an amazing show in Houten. I took some small images during the show, but as again I have to be guilty that it was too busy at the show to do any sort of interviews because it's only a small amount of time we are there. We are set up from 8 o'clock in the morning until 2 o'clock. It gives us only 6 hours of time to see all the people, talk with the people, buy and sell stuff. So it's extremely busy there, and unfortunately I didn't find the time to make footage there, but of course I will show you all the stuff I got there. It was an amazing show for me for buying this time. The selling was okay, could always be better, but of course as a vendor you always want to do better. Yeah, of course we sold a lot of items, but again the buying was a lot better. So I'll show you some of the stuff that I got over there at the show. So I have some nice ammo pouches here. Nothing very special, but just nice. So here we have an MP40 pouch. It's a blue one. Some people say it's a Luftwaffe. I'm not 100% sure that is true. But it's blue colored canvas. The straps are complete. Always look if the straps are complete and not damaged. Sometimes people will rip these off, and then this leather is very fragile and it will break. But these are complete, good condition, and it's the pouch with the speed loader pouch still attached. Sometimes you will also find that during the war they torn this pouch off and it's not complete anymore. But this one is nice and complete. Came from a German dealer, an older dealer. Who told me himself, I knew him for a long time, he cleaned his garage and found this pouch and these pouches as well, still in his somewhere stored away for a long time. These are always marked, not always, but on the leather loops. If you look a bit closer here, you'll see a Waffenamt acceptance stamp here, and then here below there's a manufacturer code. I have to put it closer to me myself as well. Very hard to read. It has a code and a date, 4042, and then but extremely difficult to read. So it has been worn. Maybe if you use the lamps for the photography, you can maybe find out what it says. But it's an original pouch. The straps are original. They're not repaired. Always look if this is the correct stitching as well. The D-ring is still attached here. This is an early pouch with the D-ring in the corner. Later they made the D-rings with a separate piece and a rivet about here. So this is an early one, so that makes it a bit more rarer than the late pouches of you see often for sale in mint condition. A nice worn MP40 magazine pouch. And then here we have two K98 pouches. Now actually these are becoming hard to find, especially in this condition. These are the more desirable versions as well with the rivets. So these are riveted. Sometimes you see them, most of the time you see them with normal stitches. So these are riveted. You can see here as well on the bottom, also riveted, and here as well. And then on the back, there's not a matching pair, but nearly matching. On the back, they're always maker marked here with an RBN number. And this one as well, right over here. And always look with these pouches as well, value-wise. Always open them up and look if the spacers, this is a spacer, it would divide the 2x5 bullets. If this piece of, it's actually bone, is still inside in all the compartments. You can see this pouch, in my opinion, has never been issued, never been worn. Even has leather markings still. You see the number here. It's a marking from the factory, still attached. So super nice pouch. This one is a little bit. This one is unworn. This one looks a bit more worn, I think, but you can see super good condition. Spacers all intact. So these are nice kind of K98 pouches, and do not compare them with heavy worn pouches with this spacer removed. These are top quality pouches with the rivets, nice collectibles in good condition. So more leather. Oops. So what do we have here? It's actually very special. So these are masket straps for the German A-frame. And you can easily see it because they have the 3 leather loops on the top. 1, 2, 3. The other one as well. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and they're very long, so they would fit on the mess kit. And also these are never issued with a manufacturer's stamp, so they are always void of markings. And these would go. I'll check in the shop. Hold on. So, for example, this is an A-frame we have for sale on the website. You can check it out. And we have this strap on the top. This one has 2 loops, but this is the strap that goes on the top. Very hard to find strap actually, and it just goes in. It's not fixed with rivets like the bottom ones. It just goes in on the top actually of the A-frame. So nice original straps for the A-frame. Hard to find. Here we have a super nice helmet chin strap, and you will see it's quite worn, but you can immediately see here the cracked chocolate brown colored leather, which is typical for a Luftwaffe strap. And also this maker here, Franz Bremen. It's dated 1930. I have to look the last digit. 1938. Franz Bremen. Typical maker for Luftwaffe straps. And you can, if you look further on the strap here, you will see here LBA marking, which is the Luftwaffe acceptance stamp for Luftwaffe Bekleidungsamt. And if you're lucky, but not on this particular one, sometimes there's a unit strap as well, a unit stamp as well on these straps. It's a full-length strap, very rare, very desirable for a very early Luftwaffe helmet. So, this must have been the nicest item I got at the show. Not sure if I will keep or sell it. Haven't decided yet. Oh, and by the way, I say it in every movie. Some people don't listen very good to what I say, but the items I present here at the video will be for sale in the future, but are not for sale yet. Please give me the time to photograph everything, put everything on the website. It's only for sale when it's on the website. So please don't send me mails or don't call me for items you have seen in the video. Everything is for sale when it reaches the website, and then everybody has a fair chance of buying it. Okay, so that's the way I work, and I like to keep working that same way. So here, the most beautiful Kriegsmarine buckle ever. Mint condition. It's almost brand new. Aluminum buckle. Has a navy mark here. Kriegsmarine acceptance stamp. Then of course the manufacturer. 1938. Yes, 1938. By R.S S. Richard Sieper. And of course also maker marked on the reverse of the buckle right over here. So you find these buckles a lot. It's one of the only makers who made them in aluminum in this gold color. But in this condition, it's just extraordinary how beautiful this piece is. It's the best buckle I've ever had in my entire life. For me, it was one of the best items I got at the Houten show. Moving on. Some nice caps. So here we have a Luftwaffe tropical cap. Unfortunately, like many of the items that day, the eagle was probably removed in captivity in a prisoner of war camp. Still has the original cocarde. You can see on the cocarde it has a tan color on the back as well here. So this is really a tropical cocarde. These hats should have these cocardes and not with the blue backing, so with the tan colored backing. And if you open it up, there's a faded marking here. It's not one of the Berliner caps you often see. It's a different manufacturer, but it's a nice light worn cap. If you find an eagle, you can restore it or leave it like it is, but it's just beautiful and a good size as well. And then here we have an M43 cap. Of course, if you want more details about these caps, there's a video I made only about these caps. Nicely light worn cap, original interior. The markings have been faded, and you can see you can in the previous video I talk about this rim that's inside, and because the liner is a bit ripped here, you can see this material. This is the material I'm talking about. That's underneath the liner. The the cap also has its original applied trapezium national emblem on the front, and original stitching is here. You can see there never has been another eagle whatsoever on the cap. Moving on, here we have a very nice belt with buckle. This was found together, so I will leave it as it is. You can see never actually hardly worn. Still has a nice lacquer on the black leather. Still has a nice shiny look. That's what I'm trying to say. The buckle doesn't have a tab anymore, so it really it's a Latoir set. And you can see as well, the holes are punched directly into the belt, which means the belt is made like after 1943. Before that, it had a separate leather tongue to adjust the belt size. So the belt as well has been period shortened. You see here, this has been cut off. The belt probably was shortened for a couple of centimeters. It's something that's often done because lots of the belts are too large and the soldiers just cut them down themselves, so it would fit better. But it's a nice set in very, very good condition. So perfect for if you have a nice minty uniform. This would really suit well. So here's something very special. It's the first time I've had a chance to obtain this. It's a very funny item as well, a little bit funny though. So here we are. I'm now in a lingerie shop. No. So here's an original swimming, I don't know what the English word is for it, but it's a swimming cap, swimming trousers, and also the shirt of the same guy, sports guy. So it's German sports uniform with the German sports emblem on the front. Beautiful shirt, good condition. But the nice thing here with the swimming gear is as well, it has a maker mark here from Spiel und Sport, from Sporthaus in Berlin, who made this, and the swimming trunks, swimming shorts, had the same label as well. So yeah, just a very unique piece of German sports gear, Second World War. First time I've had this. We'll sell it as a set as well because it really came together from the same guy. It's very special and a bit funny, of course. Here we have a MINT Kampf wedding edition book. Now quite not a common edition because normally you would find these in a blue cardboard cover. This one comes in the brown or tan colored cardboard cover, and the cover even has the Mein Kampf written on it from the town Hanover. And then if you open the book, it's perfect, never issued condition. And you can see as well, there's no citations of the wedding in the front, so the book has never been issued, and it has a picture of Hitler that is often missing as well in these books because people would tear it out. And then here it's a 1943 published book, but it's very hard to find it with this particular cardboard box. Then here we have a very nice M40 single decal helmet, very honest, pure, light worn helmet, original decal on the side of the helmet, and then inside as well, complete, maker marked by SE, size 64, and then there's a lot number underneath the paint, and then the 155 would be a soldier number, and it's complete with original chin strap, marked by Schiele in Lohburg, very famous maker for straps, dated 1942, so matches the helmet perfectly. And if you check the split pins, gently pull that liner a little bit back here. If you look at the split pins as well, you can see they're nicely oxidated, rusted, and there's no signs of tempering. So the liner is original to this helmet. The drawstring is still there. So nice, very nice, honest, complete helmet. If you're looking for one German helmet in your collection, this would be like the helmet. This was also similar to the first helmet I got when I started. This is really like a nice, honest German helmet, single decal example. Here we have a special helmet. So you will see immediately the color is very, very bright. We call it apple green color, okay, compared to a later version. We call this pea green, apple green. It's a police helmet, but you can immediately see the decals are very vulnerable and they are damaged very easily. Unfortunately, if the decals were still present on this helmet, it would be very expensive. And then the other side as well shows damage, but the swastika is still sort of less present, so it's not been done accidentally. And then inside we see the very early liner. You can see the drawstring is a piece of cord probably replaced during the war. But then here, if you can catch this on camera, we see this stamp here in the liner. It's actually the size stamp pressed in the liner. It's typical for early liners. And also the single aluminum band. So very fragile aluminum band. They changed this during the time of the war. You can see because one of the D loops for the chin straps even is gone because it's so fragile it just breaks. And then also here, if we pull it down, you can see the split pins are original, never been touched. And typical, these early split pins were made from brass, and you can see immediately it's the oxidation, the green oxidation on it as well. It's typical for these early split pins. The helmet is made by Quist, size 64, and it's just I think I checked the date earlier. You can if you gently pull this a little bit up, the liner band moves a little bit, and then here. There you can see the date actually, and the date is 1936, so very early, because these helmets were only made from 1935. That's why the color is so bright and apple greenish. That's also the reason I bought the helmet, because you never find a police helmet so early, so it's nice helmet, and it will be offered cheap on the website because of the damages and etc. But still nice to have an early helmet like this. And then here we have, of course I showed it in the last video as well, but I show some bit more. Just a second, switch around a little bit with the preparations. I got, of course, pith helmets. I like pith helmets a lot. It's a lot of pleasure for not a lot of money. So I got a few pith helmets. So it's just a few different types. This would be the type you find a lot. Stand-colored helmet. It's extremely well conditioned. Made by JHS. It's the most common manufacturer for these pith helmets as well. But then this is actually green version. Oh. It's the same one, second type pith helmet, but in green. So you can see the color difference as well. So these are more desirable because they're harder to find in the green color. And it also is by a very uncommon manufacturer. I call it the cowboy hat R. I don't know who the manufacturer is, but because it has a cowboy hat, I call it that. So again here, for all these helmets, if you gently fold the liner band, you will see the size and the date, 1942. And then this is a first pattern helmet. So the first pattern helmet is made out of canvas cloth, so not felt. Canvas cloth, and this one still has dust goggles on the front, and you can see very nice interior, still complete. Let's see if we can find markings on these first pattern helmets. Not always. It just has a size marking here, size 58. So let me just pull these here. Let's make a little bit of room first. Oops. Table is not that big. So here we have a very nice consignment we had. So as I say in many videos, we also take consignments, especially if they're nice items, of course. So this is a Polizei Panzer wrapper, extremely rare piece, of course, and even more special, it is an SS made Polizei wrapper. So the SS made Polizei wrapper had a straight line here, not a bow. How do you call it? What's the English word for that? Yeah, the normal wrappers for police and army go like this, but an SS has a straight line here. And if you open it up as well, it has a typical here SS markings, SS font markings here, the size markings. And of course it's complete with the original applied Panzer Polizei sleeve eagle and zigzag stitching. It has the original applied police collar tabs, machine applied, you see on the reverse, no signs of other insignias being there. So an extremely beautiful, very rare Panzer wrapper, in good condition, hardly issued, and SS cut, so yeah, extremely nice. Small size, of course, to fit in the tank. So as a consignment, we will have this on the website very shortly. Here we have a Luftwaffe visor, extremely late war visor. You can immediately see by the zinc insignias on the front. And look at the inside, very minimalistic made Kleider class visor. So this would be a standard visor that officers could buy for a cheaper price than at a normal tailor, size marked with a typical German font, 57. And you see the visor itself is like pressed cardboard, very poor quality, late war quality, different kind of colors, really mix up late war piece, but the condition is exquisite, no holes, like near mint condition, hardly worn visor. Even the chin cord is not made of bullion anymore, but like celluloid. It's not. It doesn't really have this silver look anymore, but like grayish look. Another helmet here, a Luftwaffe single decal, a little bit of damage. So you see this typical paint and typical vent holes are actually known for the manufacturer SE. Later it turned to HKP. So these typical vent holes almost look like M35 vent holes, but they're actually M40. A nice conditioned helmet. The only thing here with this helmet, you see the chin strap, and take a good look at it. So these holes are not oval but round, and also this marking here. This is a fake strap, but I left it on there because why take it off? It looks great, but the strap is not original. The rest of the helmet is, but probably a collector added this strap because it was missing. It's not original, and those are the things. An original strap has oval holes. This one has round holes. So good tip for the collector. Sometimes if you smell them, this is an old one. It still smells like leather as well. It's also a good thing to discover these fake straps. So if you look on this strap here, I showed it before, and you see the holes here are oval shaped. Then here we have a nice Kriegsflagge. This is what we call the U-boat size flag or S-boat size flag, because these were the flags that were on those boats. It's nicely worn. You can see the wind damage on the edges. And then it's nicely marked here, Navy acceptance stamp, size marked, and there's no, the maker mark is on the other side. That's the first time for me. So here we have the maker mark as well. So the seller came from Denmark, and apparently this flag came from an U-boat base. Never, of course, buy the story, but the flag is original. That was the main thing for me, and if it really came from an U-boat, well, that's even better. Then I have this beautiful Hitler-Youth knife. It's an early one, but extremely well conditioned. You see the scabbard has all its original colors still present. The leather is also in perfect condition. You can see here a bit of oxidation, green oxidation on the press button. Press button still works. Then the diamond moves to the touch as it should be. So this has to move a little bit. That it's not. It's actually in there with a split pin, and that's why it moves a little bit. If it's stuck, probably somebody glued it into a post-war knife. So that's one of the tricks of a Hitler-Youth knife. And if you open it up, here we go. Look how beautiful. The original motto, Blut und Ehre, still visible. And most of the knives you see, they are very worn. The text is completely gone. And this is a transitional knife because it has an RSM marking and the normal marking of the company present as well, which is Karl Heidelberg in Solingen. And even if you look into the scabbard as well, you can see the gliders, I don't know, for the blade here are still like white. See that? That's really how it should be. Like minimal worn head-loop knife, super good condition. Those are really becoming hard to find these days. And here I have some MG machine gun pouches to collect the bullets that were shot. So blue canvas, just like the MP40 pouch here, same type of canvas, and then here green canvas pouch as well. These should have markings as well, but haven't been able to find them yet. Something I will do when I post them on the website. So let's make a little bit of a room, because there's more coming. So I prepared this a little bit. These are all the smaller things I got at the show. Please don't fall. So here we go. So we have here a nice SS Polizei Division cuff title. Got this at a trade at the table, so I always take trades as well. RZM type of cuff title, embroidered SS Polizei Division, a bit more scarcer to find than the Bevo example. Here's the RZM tags are gone, but it's a full-length cuff title in fairly good condition. Then this set came together from the same soldier, textbook set, perfect with the buckram backing. And I'll show you a little trick. If you see the stitches here, and you gently open these stitches a little bit with your hand, there should be another line of stitches underneath. If it's not, it's fake or not textbook. Very hard to demonstrate on camera, but that's the way you have to look at it. Then some other nice SS insignias here. I got some nice skulls. Fortunately, most of them are missing the prongs. Maker marked here, M124 on the back. And here's a nice eagle. Also missing two of the prongs, one still intact. So this is an Osman eagle. And of course, I put this here as well. Everything you can find about these skulls is in these books. I'm selling these books on the website as well, if I still have them. So I'll just look this one up. So we have here M124. Quite an easy book to. Here we have it already. So the M124. See here exactly the same. Also in zinc. This one still has a nice silver finish on it, on the front of the skull. And then the eagle is I believe an Osman example. Let me have a look if I can find it for you. Here we go. So here's the eagle. Same one with these typical Osman prongs. And it's maker marked as well. Very hard to read. Okay, this here they show the maker mark as well here. The same maker mark you'll find on this one. Yeah, I think we have it. And then some more skulls here. This is probably the best one I got. Kupal. Early skull, maker marked as well. So we'll have a look in the book as well for you. 499.41. Here we go. So 499 is a Zimmermann skull, and this one is the early one with the, they call it here the cone-shaped fastening. But you can see, like mine example here is in better condition than the one shown in the book. So beautiful early Kupal skull. And then the last one I got is maker marked M152. So let's have a look as well. So this is the Daschler, and then here we have it's aluminum. So we have all the three variants here: zinc, aluminum, Kupal, and then you see here on the reverse we have the same one, exactly the same one here, with the RZM logo placed on top of the number 1. Normally, in most of the cases, it's nicely in the middle. Just on this variation, the RZM is a bit off. So missing its prongs, but still an original skull. So that was about these small skulls. Here we have a nice hanger for an SA dagger with the top hanger as well. So quite nice. Marked on the back, RZM. Complete with the belt hanger, the top hanger, and the dagger hanger itself. Then this was by far the nicest thing I got at the show, because I bought it for the price of a normal Iron Cross. I know the seller was a fan of my videos, so you won't like it when I'm explaining that this cross is 3 times rarer than a normal Iron Cross. But this is of course the knowledge you built during the years. So this is a normal Iron Cross. And this is actually a Schinkel version made by the firm of Deumer, and you can immediately see the difference. The small legs, the small swastika, totally different cross, but of course these are a lot rarer than a normal Iron Cross, but I was able to obtain it for the price of a normal Iron Cross, which is of course, as a dealer, the nicest thing you can do, finding this on the show. Then here we have a coastal artillery badge. It's a typical design by Steinhauer and Luc, zinc version, but for a zinc version it still has a lot of the original bronze coating still present, not maker marked on the reverse. And then you can see I bought a lot of Eastern Front medals, but these are nice because this one still has all the original paint, so the grey paint and then the silver paint around present, and all of them all have maker marks. The maker marks are always on the rings, just here above my finger. Yes, there we go, you have it on camera. And this one says 71, so I have to look in my book which manufacturer that is. But all of them have this maker marks, it's just nice. And if they all have these original paints, you can see some lost a little bit of the silver paint. If they have them, they're of course more valuable. Then here we have original late war Volkssturm armbands. These were issued to old people to form some kind of army. Typical printed armbands. You can see different manufacturing, different type of font, but both original pieces, light worn condition. Then of course wound badges. Will not talk you a lot of that. These are always maker marked on the reverse. Not always, but this one has a maker mark here, and some of them are not maker marked. Then color tabs, some nice ones. These are very early M30 early color tabs. These a bit later. You can see the difference in color. So this has a dark green backing, this has a pale green backing, and also this is gray, this is white. So this also has a white infantry piping, this one has a pink Panzer piping. So these would date back, I would say, like 1934, 1935. Very, very hard to find. These are later, I would say 1938 until 1940 issued tabs. These were standardly issued on the tunics. Back in the days, these were actually made to upgrade your tunic. You could buy these at the tailor shop. These are mint conditions as well, never issued. You see they have the same type of backing as the SS color tabs. See. So that's about it. Insignia wise. What else can I show you? Well, that's about it. Well, I'll finish with this nice dagger I got in trade. So here we have a beautiful Red Cross dagger, officer dagger, complete with the porte-épée still intact. These never show maker marks, but you can see the blade, the cross grain, perfectly present. And the rare thing with these is it comes with the original hanger. This is actually much rarer than a dagger itself. Beautiful with the red dots and the velvet on the reverse. So that was about it. The things I found at the show, you can see the Houten show, very good for buying. So I would recommend everybody to go there. I just even have a small amount of time to walk around because I have to be at my table. I think if I had the whole show walking around and buying, the video would take maybe 4 hours to explain everything that I bought there. So I hope you enjoyed the explanation of the video, everything I say here. If you have any remarks, just let me know. Next week I'll be moving to the shows of shows in Kentucky, Louisville, the biggest show on earth. Or not the biggest, but the best show on earth. And hopefully I can find a lot of new stuff there as well. And I'll, of course, make another video for you guys. So thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe on our channel. Like this I can reach more collectors over the world. And also thank you again for all the compliments about the videos on the shows. That gives me a lot of energy to make more videos for you guys as well. So thanks again, and I'll see you for the next video.